Caleb, you cry! I don't know how to start reading Marvel Comics events. I love Marvel, I love the characters, but the events seem so complicated. Where to start? Which came first? How do I read? Which reading order is there? Well, first of all, here's the thing. Second of all, I'm here to help. So to get caught up to what I would refer to as the modern Marvel era, I would recommend starting with Avengers Disassembled. This is by Brian Michael Bendis. But wait a minute, you say. The Avengers Disassembled came out in 2004. What about all the stuff before this? Absolutely, there's so much stuff to read. These comics are back to the 60s and 70s. But if we want to get caught up to the more modern era events, this is a great place to start, okay? The Avengers break apart. Stuff goes down, bad stuff happens, Scarlet Witch has a mental breakdown, among other things, destroys Avengers Mansion, Ultron comes back, Vision malfunctions, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens. Avengers Disassembled also has three kind of tie-in stories with Invincible Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. Iron Man and Captain America are pretty good and I enjoyed them, but what I really want to talk about is Thor Disassembled. Because Thor Disassembled is in essence the Marvel Comics version of Ragnarok. This is the story of the end of the Norse gods, the final act of the Norse saga of gods and goddesses. This is when Surtur the fire demon rises from his home and destroys the rest of the 9 realms. Thor goes to war against them. So many people, everybody dies. Thor trades both of his eyes for wisdom in an effort to ascertain who is really behind Ragnarok. And it turns out that it's those who sit above in shadow. Badass name if ever I've heard one. But those who sit above in shadow, in essence, are using the life force of the cycle of Ragnarok. That's right, the cycle of Ragnarok. Thor discovers that this isn't the first time Ragnarok has happened. It keeps happening. These beings above the Norse gods are feeding off of the life energy of creation and destruction of the Norse gods and how this has happened time and time again, and they're using it to sustain their life. Well, Thor discovers the loom of fate, and that it's connected in the back, so meaning time and destiny is just a big loop, takes Mjolnir, smashes it, and ends the cycle of Ragnarok forever, thus ending the life of all the Norse gods. That's Thor Disassembled. Thor's out of the picture at this point in Marvel Comics for a while. So pretty much immediately as the Avengers are disassembled, there's a huge breakout at the Raft, which is a maximum security prison for a bunch of different supervillains. Captain America enlists the help of several other heroes to help with this situation on the Raft. After they work pretty well together to round up all the escaped convicts, Cap proposes the idea of a new Avengers team with this group. Some refuse, some join, and this leads to one of my favorite comic book runs pretty much of all time, the New Avengers run by Brian Michael Bendis, including a return of the character known as the Sentry. If you've seen the Thunderbolts movie, this is the character that Lewis Pullman is portraying with Bob, aka the Sentry, aka the Void. They find the Sentry in the Raft, locked up. He believes that he has unalived his wife, and so he locked himself away. Well, they find him there. The Sentry helps them take down Carnage and a couple other villains, and they move the Sentry out of the Raft into the New Avengers headquarters so that they can try to help him reintegrate and be a hero again. So let's do a real quick recap. The Avengers in 2004 broke apart, disassembled. The team that had worked so well up to this point, gone. Thor, gone. Scarlet Witch, gone. Hawkeye, gone. All of these famous and great historical Avengers, gone. Captain America leads a team to help with a situation on the Raft, causing them to form the New Avengers. And that is where we will pick up the next time on Caleb Explains Marvel Comics Epics. I'll figure it out, it's fine.